After weeks of arguing over a noisy leaf blower, this woman catches herself in a felony arrest for barging into her neighbor's home and assaulting her. On September 27th, officers in St. Charles received a call after a noise complaint turned into a fight between two neighbors. The suspect, who also happened to be the caller, tried to take matters into her own hands after repeatedly complaining about the noise from a leaf blower. She approached the victim on her porch, demanding that she turn it off. When the victim ignored her, the suspect invited herself into the home and aggressively grabbed her while trying to take the leaf blower away. Police were called immediately and speak with the victim first before confronting the suspect.
Well, you can't unlawfully touch somebody. Obviously, even in the vicinity of your home, that's a battery, like an unlawful touching. If you choose to press charges, yes, you are a victim of a battery based on the injuries and what you're saying. Because again, nobody needs to walk in somebody's home. Actually, let me talk to you real quick. You want to get there? What's that? Hey, ma'am, come here. Hold on. We gotta talk to you. So you can't take a walk over here. Here, come here, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm talking to you. Come here. I'm telling you, just sit tight here for a second, okay? Can you tell me what's going on? Why were you here?
Because they're provoking me. That's why.
What does that mean? What does provoking mean? Hold on. Whoa.
They want to make me the bad guy.
I'm talking to you, and you are not free to leave, okay? So you can't walk away from me when I'm trying to investigate if a crime occurred. No, we are here right now. So you chose to walk over here. Mm-hmm. I am now addressing you out here, okay?
Okay, fine.
So can you tell me what happened right now?
Yes, last Sunday between 4:30 and 5:30, they were making this obnoxious noise. As you can see, my deck is straight earshot.
Where do you live?
I live right there.
What number? What house
56.
number?
56.
So 56, and they live over here, so a couple 100 feet away?
I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. Well, what happened on Sunday?
I came over and told them that there were some rules in the association about making that noise. They said, you're new here. You don't know what you're talking about. We've been here 30 years. Basically, they could do whatever they wanted. They continued.
Okay.
Even with my windows closed, I could hear that obnoxious machine.
Sure.
Okay?
And this is all on Sunday.
Sunday night.
Okay.
Right. Dinner time. Can't be out on the deck. Continued all day Monday, even as late as 7 o'clock. Part of the day Tuesday. On Tuesday, we had a board meeting. I spoke to the president of our board, told him about this. Mm-hmm. I asked him, what could I do on a Sunday evening like that? He said, call the police. Well, that was not something I wanted to do, okay? So when they started up again, Sunday at 5, now does that sound like they were intentionally trying to aggravate me? I think so. I came over to talk to her. She wouldn't turn off the machine.
Let's slow down. So what do you mean when you came over, you talked to her?
She was on her deck,
okay,
making noise.
Where did you go?
On this side of the deck fence.
Okay.
I said, can you turn that off? Can I
hold
talk
on.
to you?
Did you go inside her house?
No, not at that point. I was trying to talk to her.
So you were talking essentially outside where we were originally.
Correct.
Okay, and then what happened after
She wouldn't turn off the machine. She completely ignored me, pretended I wasn't there.
Okay.
I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine.
What do you mean you went onto the deck? How did you get into the deck?
There's an opening right in front of those.
So there's a door to the unit?
No. There's... How you ask your companion how he got on the deck. There's a gate in front of the door to the house. Okay? There's a gate onto the deck. I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine to get her to stop and listen to me. Mm-hmm. She started yelling, don't touch me, don't touch me. Mm-hmm. Their dog was barking at the door. The inside door was open. I knock, knock, knock. There was somebody sitting in there. She saw me. I knock, knock, knock again. She ignored me. I opened the door. I don't remember if I walked in. I said, can I talk to you? Something like that. And then she started screaming at me. So I came out and I called you folks. And I went over there to tell them, I'm so upset. I went over there to tell them that the president of the association told me I should call the police, and I did not want to do that. Okay? That's why I went over there. But here we are anyway.
When you're grabbing the leaf blower, did you just grab the leaf blower or did you grab her arm?
I had no idea. I was so annoyed and aggravated.
So you were grabbing something.
I was trying to get her
to stop. Do you remember if you
listen.
grabbed anything though? Like, did you physically hang on to something?
I touched something. I didn't.
So you did grasp at something, is what you're saying? You grabbed something.
I tried to. I don't think I actually grabbed anything. Okay. No.
Do you remember grabbing her arm at all? to prevent her from trying to blow the leaf blower.
She was pointing it at me, so I may have done that.
Okay.
She was starting to point it at
Okay.
me.
Well, there is a mark on her arm.
Okay, then I guess I grabbed
So you
her
grabbed her
arm
arm. Okay.
with my
The
broken finger.
big issue we have here is, number one, why would you go into somebody's home and confront them like that? And number
because
two,
I wasn't thinking straight.
and number
okay?
two, do you think it is all right to grab somebody in their own home on her deck like that?
As I said, I wasn't thinking straight.
I'm just asking. Do you think that's okay?
I think if somebody's ignoring me,
Hold.
on
No.
purpose-
Do you think it's
I
okay?
did not go over there with
Okay.
the intention of grabbing her.
But you came over there to confront her about the leaf
No,
blowing. You
I
didn't.
I went over to tell them I didn't want to call the police.
Okay. And then what happened? But you said after
wouldn't
she
even
ignored you.
stop and listen to me.
But then you went onto her deck, onto her private
Yes,
property.
I did.
So does that make that okay? Where are we going?
No, I
Where are we
need a
going?
drink of water.
We aren't going anywhere. I am stopping to talk to you, and I said you cannot leave because we are past the point here right now.
I confess. I went up on her deck. I tried to grab something to get her to stop making noise and listen to me. If I grabbed her arm, I grabbed her arm.
You can't do that.
Okay, I can't do it.
You absolutely cannot do that.
Fine. I agree. I can't do it.
Absolutely. Do you have your driver's license on you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm going to need your basic information. Okay? So I did have a
Can I get a drink
conversation.
of water?
Not right now. How do you spell your last name?
Rosenbee.
Hold on, slow down. Rosen.
Berg.
After talking to her, she did admit to going onto her property and attempting to stop her. She did say that she grabbed onto something, and she did acknowledge that she obviously entered her property without that consent. So you do understand that you can't do that regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you committed a battery
Battery.
and criminal trespass. You cannot grab somebody,
Okay, fine.
and you
I
can't
got
touch
it.
anybody.
I got it.
You do got that, okay. Put your hands behind your back. You are under arrest, okay?
For heaven's sakes.
We are past this point, ma'am, okay?
Well, they must be loving this.
Okay.
Will,
Let's
can
walk
you-
over here.
Just a moment. My husband
Where
has,
is he home? Okay, is he home?
he is home.
You won't be gone very long regardless, because you're going to have to come back. You're not being held in jail, okay? You're going to get your charges, your documentation, and then you're going to go to your court date.
I can walk better if you're both not holding me.
That's fine. I'm just guiding you, ma'am.
Thank you. I guess I'm not going to be block captain.
I'm glad to see you're making light of all this, especially when we're trying to reiterate what you did is obviously not okay. You should call 911 regardless of what's going on. You aren't the police. You don't have the legal authority to go to somebody's house to do that. Let us do our job.
Well, I told you my intention.
Well, your intention and where you're at is different, so we'll go walk over here. All right, have a seat, ma'am. Just right in there.
I can't do that with my hands behind my back. Okay?
You can, or you just don't want
I
to try?
cannot. No.
Can we try or no? Left foot on there, just hoist yourself up, making sure you don't fall. There you go. Not that far of a ride, so, all right?
You know, I have a broken finger, and it makes it impossible to use my right hand. Okay?
Yeah, I'll need all the info. Just NTA. Can you help me out by at least getting their info? So just real quick, what happened? I don't mind taking it, but
So I got. You don't mind taking it?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
So she all she told me, and I kind of got.
She was sitting at the kitchen table. Nancy walks in. When she
Okay.
Nancy walks in. The victim is on the patio.
Yeah.
The door closes behind her.
Just add it to the ticket that way when I do it. So me being booking real quick, all right? You're just going to be charged with criminal trespass and battery. You're going to get a court date, ma'am, and then I can drive you back home, okay?
Sounds great.
All right.
What was criminal about my trespass?
You're not allowed into somebody's home without their approval.
I'm sorry?
You can't go in anybody's...
So that makes it criminal just going in?
So do you think it's okay to walk into somebody's house uninvited?
Well, I was knocking on the door. I was trying to get somebody to listen to me.
Okay. It's a closed house.
The door was open.
Regardless if the door was open, do you still think it's okay to walk into somebody's house uninvited? It's
When
not.
that person knows I want to speak to them and they're ignoring me.
Ma'am, call the police.
Yeah, I do.
Call
I do
us.
think it's okay.
We would have been more than happy to mitigate this. But you can't walk onto
Okay,
somebody's
fine.
property.
As I said, I went over there to tell them I did not want to call the police. I did not want to call the police. I realize I should have not tried to be considerate in any way. I should have just called the police.
You absolutely should just call us. That's what we are here for, to try to mitigate these problems.
Well,
but instead, here we are.
Unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. I understand your frustration, man, but you can't take things into your hands, literally. Okay?
Well, as I said, that wasn't my intention.
I know it's not your intention, but sometimes your intention won't turn into that until if you're the heat of the moment. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
And once we get in there, I can take you out of these cuffs and you can have a seat, okay? Want to guide you out of there? Yeah, you're fine. All right, I'm going to push it this way. That way it pushes. Okay, just, yep. One more step. Just push forward. Okay. You can just hop over right over there.
The suspect was charged with battery and criminal trespass to a residence. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe for more body cam footage daily.
Sir, step aside. We're here for her. We have information that she's in this country illegally.
I'm not stepping anywhere. This is my hospital. Where's your warrant?
We don't need a warrant for immigration enforcement.
You absolutely do need a warrant to enter my facility and detain my staff.
Last warning. Move aside or you'll be charged with obstruction.
Where's your warrant?
Sir, step aside. We're here for her. We have information that she's in this country illegally.
I'm not stepping anywhere. This is my hospital. Where's your warrant? We don't need a warrant for immigration enforcement. You absolutely do need a warrant to enter my facility and detain my staff.
Last warning. Move aside or you'll be charged with obstruction.
Where's your warrant? Dr. Michael Sullivan asked the question that would cost IC $11.9 million. The agents had come for Adrienne Hayes, 8-year emergency nurse, Georgia Nurse of the Year, the woman her colleagues called the heart of the ER. They claimed to have information she was in the country illegally. The information was a lie. The nurse was born in Macon, Georgia. Her father had worked at the Macon post office for 35 years. She had degrees from Emory and Georgia State. But Agent Derek Morrison didn't have a warrant, didn't have probable cause, didn't have anything except an anonymous tip and the assumption that a black nurse in scrubs might not belong. Dr. Sullivan, chief medical officer, former Army trauma surgeon, the man who once told a state senator to get out of my ER, positioned himself between the agents and his nurse. This is my hospital. You're not taking anyone without proper legal authority. The security cameras captured everything. The staff gathering behind their CMO. The agents threatening obstruction charges. The moment federal authority met someone who wouldn't bend. $11.9 million. Career destroyed. And a chief medical officer who proved that protecting your people isn't just policy, it's principle. Grady Memorial Hospital never slept. The Level 1 Trauma Center served Atlanta's most critical patients. Gunshot wounds, car accidents, the emergencies that couldn't wait for morning. The emergency department ran on 12-hour shifts, and the overnight crew had seen everything the city could deliver. Adrienne Hayes had worked the 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift, 12 hours that had included 3 trauma codes, a pediatric cardiac arrest, and the steady stream of patients that defined emergency medicine at a major urban hospital. The pediatric code had been the hardest. 4-year-old boy, drowning incident. They had worked him for 47 minutes before achieving return of spontaneous circulation. He was upstairs now, in the pediatric ICU, alive because of the team that had refused to stop. Hayes had led that team. Senior charge nurse. 8 years in the emergency department. The certifications that proved her expertise, CEN, TCRN, hung on her wall at home, next to the Georgia Nurse of the Year plaque from 2022. Her scrubs still carried the evidence of the night. The particular exhaustion that came from 12 hours of constant crisis. The satisfaction that came from knowing she had made a difference. Her twins, Zoe and Zara, 6 years old, would be waking up soon at her mother's house. Tuesday mornings meant pancakes and cartoons before the school bus arrived. Hayes would sleep for a few hours, then pick them up, hear about their day, pretend she wasn't exhausted. Single motherhood and emergency nursing required a particular kind of strength. Hayes had found it in the same place her parents had found theirs, in faith, in family, in the knowledge that hard work meant something. Her mother had taught elementary school in Macon for 30 years. Her father had sorted mail at the Macon post office for 35. The Hayes family understood service. They understood showing up. Adrienne had shown up every shift for 8 years. Never late, never absent without cause. The nurse her colleagues called when cases got complicated, when patients got difficult, when the night seemed like it would never end. The heart of the ER. That's what they called her. Not because she was soft. Emergency nurses couldn't afford softness, but because she cared in ways that patients remembered. She was walking toward the emergency department exit at 6:47 a.m. when she noticed the two men approaching. Olive tactical vests, tan cargo pants, black boots, ICE insignia visible on their shoulders. They were walking directly toward her. Hayes paused. The automatic doors were 10 feet away. Freedom was 10 feet away. Her car in the parking garage. Her mother's house. Her daughter's. The men stopped in front of her. Adrian Hayes? Yes. We need you to come with us. Adrian had shown up every shift for 8 years. Never late. Never absent without cause. The nurse her colleagues called when cases got complicated, when patients got difficult, when the night seemed like it would never end. The heart of the ER. That's what they called her. Not because she was soft. Emergency nurses couldn't afford softness, but because she cared in ways that patients remembered. She was walking toward the emergency department exit at 6:47 a.m. when she noticed the two men approaching. Olive tactical vests, tan cargo pants, black boots, ICE insignia visible on their shoulders. They were walking directly toward her. Hayes paused. The automatic doors were 10 feet away. Freedom was 10 feet away. Her car in the parking garage. Her mother's house. Her daughter's. The men stopped in front of her. Adrian Hayes? Yes. We need you to come with us. Chapter 2. The Entrance. 650 words. Agent Derek Morrison positioned himself between Hayes and the exit doors. His partner flanked to the right, the formation that would provide a second angle on everything that followed. Ma'am, we have information that you're in this country illegally. We're going to need you to come with us for processing. Hayes stared at him. The words didn't compute. Couldn't compute. She had just spent 12 hours saving lives in an American hospital. She had been born in an American city. She was as American as the flag flying over the building behind her. Illegally? I was born in Macon, Georgia. That's what we need to verify. Verify. Her voice carried the exhaustion of the shift and the confusion of the accusation. I'm a registered nurse. I work here. I've worked here for 8 years. Employment doesn't prove citizenship. My birth certificate proves citizenship. My nursing license proves citizenship. The background check this hospital conducted when they hired me proves citizenship. Morrison's expression didn't change. The hospital security camera, mounted above the emergency entrance, captured his posture. Aggressive. Certain. Ma'am, we have information. We need to verify your status. Information from who? That's confidential. You're accusing me of being an illegal immigrant based on confidential information? What information? What source? We received a tip. A tip. Hayes let the word hang in the air. Someone called you and said I'm illegal, and you came to my workplace to detain me? Without checking anything first. We're checking now. No, you're not checking. You're detaining. Those are different things. The automatic doors behind Morrison opened. A security guard, Marcus Webb, 15 years at Grady, stepped through. He had been watching the monitors. He had seen the confrontation developing. Ms. Hayes? Everything okay? These agents are claiming I'm an illegal immigrant. Webb's face shifted. He knew Hayes. Everyone at Grady knew Hayes. She had worked on his mother's case 3 years ago. Chest pain that turned out to be a heart attack. Hayes had recognized the signs, called the code, saved her life. That's not possible. She's been here for years. Sir, this is a federal matter. She saved my mother's life. She's not illegal anything. Step back, sir. Webb didn't step back. He pulled out his radio. Security to emergency entrance. We have a situation. ICE agents attempting to detain staff. Morrison's face flushed. Sir, interfering with federal officers is a crime. I'm not interfering. I'm documenting. And I'm calling for backup. We don't need your backup. We need this woman to come with us. She's not going anywhere until someone with authority tells me what's happening. The radio crackled. Voices responding. Security personnel moving toward the entrance. And somewhere in the hospital, Dr. Michael Sullivan's phone buzzed with an urgent message. CMO to emergency entrance immediately. ICE attempting to detain Hayes. Sullivan was out of his office in 15 seconds. The elevator would take too long. He took the stairs, 4 flights, the same stairs he had run during his trauma surgery days when seconds meant survival. He pushed through the stairwell door on the ground floor. He could see the entrance from here. The agents, Hayes in her scrubs, Webb blocking the path. He had spent 35 years in medicine. He had operated in Army field hospitals during Desert Storm, under fire, with inadequate supplies, on soldiers who should have died. He had built a career on protecting people. He wasn't about to stop now. The automatic doors opened as he approached. The Atlanta morning light spilled into the corridor. What exactly is happening here? Dr. Michael Sullivan stepped through the emergency entrance with the authority of someone who had commanded medical teams in war zones. 61 years old, silver hair cropped short, white coat over a charcoal blazer and black slacks. The presence that had made surgeons, senators, and now federal agents reconsider their choices. I asked a question. What is happening here? Morrison turned. He saw the white coat, the chief medical officer badge, the expression that had survived Desert Storm and 3 decades of hospital politics. Sir, this is a federal matter. We're here for her. He gestured toward Hayes. We have information that she's in this country illegally. Sullivan positioned himself between Morrison and Hayes. The movement was deliberate,